Hi everybody, my name is Brady and I'm a 19th century American historian and we are back with more Will You Press the Button? I love this game, I love coming back to it. Any game that makes me choose between one thing and another is right up my alley, it's my kind of thing. And this game has been a whole lot of fun and I plan on continuing to come back to it every once in a while. Because it's silly, a lot of these games where you get to make choices, it's all very serious. This is kind of refreshing among games of its type. So let's get it started. Let's see if we can get in any challenging scenarios here. You will get to fap to one family member of your choice, but they will catch you fapping to them. Okay. Can I just deconstruct this? I know I should just say I will not and move on, but there's the premise of this question is a little weird. If you get caught, can't you just indiscreetly do it on your own? You don't need the button to make this happen, to indiscreetly fap to somebody. Oh God, that's so weird. Some of these are really odd, and I like that they have them because 18%. Okay, that like a quarter of people on here are just trolling at this point. I'm certain. Let's keep going. Jeez. Oh my God. Okay, let's do this. You can be with anyone you want. These don't really do anything for me. I don't know who's writing these, but there's way too many scenarios where that's the first part. But, okay. You never have a stable relationship lasting longer than a year. That... okay. No, I don't know. 39% of... I don't know what people want in life. Maybe it's a young crowd. Maybe it's short-sighted people. I don't know. I mean, I'm young. I'm not going for those options, so I guess I can't really just write it off as young people being short-sighted because it could be anything. And there is clearly some sort of a trolling element here. I hope. Okay. All right. Keeping my composure. The first two were a little weird. Let's keep moving. You are a master at a musical instrument of your choice, but you are really pretentious about it and people hate you. Okay. That's kind of what happens when you master anything. I'm a little pretentious to begin with. I try to check myself at the door. That's a thing here. Like, I have pretentious tendencies, but I tried not to be pretentious. It's weird. You can't even talk about being pretentious without sounding in itself pretentious, but I try to check that stuff, and it's kind of a element that I hate about my personality sometimes because it comes out when I don't want it to. So, I don't know. That's not too bad. That's one of those things that if I'm going to be really pretentious about it, I could just say I don't want to talk about music right now because if I do, I'm going to get super pretentious on you. I don't want people to hate me for... If I do anything good, I'd like people to appreciate me for it. I don't want people to hate me for something I'm good at. That's kind of an element of that really kills it for me. Having talent for the sake of talent is fine and all if you value that. And maybe in some elements outside of music, maybe I'd agree. Maybe I'd agree and I'd be able to do some ultimate good. But I don't know, I'm not willing to take that in the element of music. Everyone becomes immortal, but nobody can have children ever again. I referenced The Good Place on here before. It's a really good show, and it takes on like philosophy and choice and stuff like that very well. There's some elements in the last season that this makes me think about. It talks about the meaning that the limits to life kind of gives life. Like, it doesn't really mean anything if it goes forever, if everything's perfect or whatever. If there isn't that level of suffering, there's no reference, therefore pleasure doesn't really matter. That's why immortality doesn't really sound that good to me. Like, I'm a human. I would like to be around as long as possible, but I feel like there would come a point where I'd be like, okay, I'm done with this human experiment. Can we be done? Can we be done? What about when like the sun explodes? Okay, we're all immortal, just floating in space. We're all going to be separate for the rest of time. We're all going to land somewhere where we're suffering for the rest of existence. Like, nothing in that sounds appealing. Nope. Haven't pressed the button once yet. We'll see if they can get me on this one. You have the world's fastest internet. That sounds appealing, because right now I'm working on relatively slow internet. I'm getting lucky right now that I've not run into any problems in the last few videos. You can only log into one website, and if you get logged out, you can never use the internet again. That's stupid. That's really stupid. That's like... Obviously, I'm going to get logged out at some point in time, and then it's gone forever. It's one of those things where you have something where the downside just, like, totally kills the purpose of having it. Because it's so easy for that to go wrong. I will say no. I don't give out my button presses like crazy here. You gotta earn that button press with a good scenario. You have the power to control time. I don't like that. Oh, but it's not exactly time travel. It's like Click, the Adam Sandler movie. Like, you rewind, skip forward, freeze. Okay, that's not as bad as like full on time travel. Like, I actually think I could work with that a little bit more. You will age 55% faster than everyone around you. I don't want that. Okay, no. And with Click, that I thought that had a really good story. I know a lot of people don't like Adam Sandler movies, but I thought that one was actually pretty good. And it talked about how he could skip over all the bad stuff in his life and manipulate his life so much to the point where he became kind of a shell. And I don't know. Maybe that kind of... No one man should have all that power, that sort of thing. Then life becomes meaningless without troubles if you can just skip over your troubles. You can stop everything bad from happening for as long as you live. Maybe. Troubles? I could stop some troubles temporarily. Or I have the option to. I don't necessarily have to. I could do that thing where I'm a hands-off deity and I choose to interfere every once in a while. Something as bad as everything you stopped from happening will occur the moment of your death. No, man, no. I'm not dooming the next generation because I wanted to play hero. That's in itself not... I kind of like the element that there's like some... I don't know if that would be considered like sci-fi or fantasy or something. Like, I could see a really nice story being written around that. Stopping all this bad stuff, but it always catches back up to you. I kind of like that. I think there is a creative writing prompt there. All right. Still haven't gotten me to press that button yet. You got to get me, guys. You can create anything out of thin air. Okay, I have the option. I don't necessarily have to use it at all times. So it's one of those things, if I can control myself, maybe I won't overindulge too much, but we'll see. It will disappear after 2 hours and you will have no memory of interacting with it. I think I'll take that. Because I don't have to create it. I don't have to create the thing out of thin air. Maybe I really need something. I get something done and then it goes away and I don't remember. But like, it's not like I lost anything I didn't already have. Or, yeah, it's not like I lost something that I had. It's something that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And this is a power that I don't have to use. I could save it for emergencies if I want. All right. Yeah. Okay. It might be a little too powerful, though. I'm always careful with that stuff. I'm not sure. You could transfigure any part of your body in any way, any time or place. Okay, so I can like transform it into things and shape it and whatever. That's cool. Each time you do, you will reduce your lifespan by a week. I feel like that's something, when you have, with the other scenario, it didn't hurt me too much, but this is one of those cases where I might have short-sighted moments, and losing those weeks will eventually pile up. It's like one of those things that you want to maintain a diet. It's not like you just don't eat the food there. You make sure you don't have the bad food in the house, so you don't have the option to do something bad. It's that sort of thing. So no. I hope I'm not boring to watch with this because I never press the button. But eventually, I press the button. You earn $2 million each year. You have to lick strangers' feet 5 hours a day. That can't be good for your back. Like that sort of posture, that can't possibly be good. $2 million a year is a lot of money. But strangers' feet, I've seen some gross feet. I've seen some not so gross feet and just standard ass feet. But yeah, that doesn't really. It's not very dignified, is it? I chose a field in which I don't make money, so you can't bribe me, son. Become God. I don't know if I want that responsibility, but well, let's see the rest. Realize the laws of physics don't allow miracles to essentially. So essentially, you can't do anything. I what that just unwrites any purpose that I would have there. No, thank you. I could be an observer. That would be a thing. It would I could, though I can't take an active role. I could be an observer, but yeah, I don't want to observe humanity forever. Not forever. I feel like I would get bored of that. Or aliens. I guess I could go and look for aliens or something like that. It could be fun. Or is it one of those things where like the scenario writes myself out of existence because a god would kind of in itself be a miracle? I don't know. That's an interesting thought. I'm not sure, but I feel okay about my choice. You can eat anything you want without getting fat and will starve forever thin. I assume that meant stay forever thin. But your food tastes like water and plastic. Water and plastic. If it was just water, wait, that takes away the purpose of eating good food. What the hell, man? That doesn't. What's the point? I would just eat well if that's the case. Like, I'm not getting the pleasure of having good food. I understand the forever thin thing may be the more appealing thing there, but I could just practice a good diet and I could get better food that doesn't take us like water and plastic. You can have the sexy time with anyone you could ever want. Use unlimited, but every time you climax, you see your parent's face. The gender of the receiver is the parent. Guy equals dad, girl equals mom. That's kind of weird. They're the last people I want to think about. Also, the unlimited sex thing. It just... who needs that? I mean, it's supposed to be like a fun, special thing you do every once in a while. I think if you overdo it, it probably loses a little bit of its appeal, doesn't it? Like, it's one of those things you get just overstimulated. I don't know. I'm not a stud like some of you, despite my channel's name. You get your dream job with $1 million salary. That would be cool, but you have to go to college for 20 years. What's the downside? I kind of like going to school. I don't mind that. Yeah, I get my dream job with $1 million salary. That's way better than I would have. I could get, like, multiple PhDs. I'm taking that one. I like school. School's nice. I chose this life. Okay, that one's not bad. Not bad. I hit the button. We're doing all right. We're going to do a handful more. You can selectively grant unlimited wishes. You give me magic here. I don't know. You cannot grant your own wishes or any wish that directly benefits you. I'll take it. Who cares, man? Like, it's one of those things. I don't have to grant wishes. I have the option to grant wishes. If I could do something nice for people within reason, then it doesn't hurt me. So there's no reason not to take it. You instantly win $1 million, but 10,000 random people will instantly die in the world. Yeah, I don't. This is like that movie where you press the button and you get $1 million. Except I think that's like one person dies. This is like 10,000 times worse. I'm gonna say no. And next, 1 year is absolutely perfect. You get riches, power, love, respect, and success. The next year is truly awful. You are hated, weak, poor. The cycle repeats as long as you live. I'd rather have many moderate years than live this extreme life. It would be awful for my mental health, I'm sure. I don't think I'm mentally strong enough to withstand that sort of like jerking back and forth between euphoria and suffering, you know? You can date/marry any fictional character you want and create a life together, but people will always disapprove of the relationship. What do you know, Dad? I love her. I don't know. I can't even think of what fictional character I would even want that to be with. If I can't think of a character, then whatever, I'll move on. You will always score a perfect 300 in every bowling game you play. I don't bowl, but it would be a cool novelty skill. You will never be good at any other sport you play. What's the downside? I'm already not good at sports. I don't play sports very often. I did wrestling, so I would be worse at wrestling. But I wasn't that good at wrestling to begin with. What's the point of being perfect at a sport, though? That kind of takes away the fun of it, right? Like, I could be like this bowling champion or whatever, and maybe there's some gravitas with that, but it's also bowling. Nah, I will not. Okay, we'll do a couple more. You can control the life or death of anyone, but except yourself. Oh no. Sure. That's a lot of responsibility, though. I don't know. Maybe I would rather not, because every time somebody dies around me, I would be like, I could have saved them. And, like, in cases where I'm like, okay, it's their time, I'll let them go. I don't know. That's actually... Maybe that's a response, even though because it would always be in the back of my mind, like, should I help this person? Is it their time? Is it not their time? What do they want? Does what they want really matter in this situation? It's a bit too big for me. Maybe that's one of those cases where, although it's a power I don't have to use, the fact that I have to choose whether or not to use it would be too heavy a burden on myself. Like, I don't know if I could handle it. You are in a committed relationship with the guy/girl of your dreams. You live in opposite sides of the world. I'm all set, guys. I'm good. Give me a good one before we wrap this up. Become immortal. I don't want immortality. I don't need it. It's fine. I'm good. I'll die eventually, one day, like you and everyone else. It happens. We all die. I've more or less accepted this. Only as long as the yearly average temperature of the earth. Oh, I already got this one before. I can't end on that note. I've gotten this scenario in a previous Will You Press the Button. Wish for any item you want, but that item is taken away from someone else. That doesn't sound very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I feel like that's a very corrupting power. Like, it would make me a worse person. If I know it's a case where I don't have to use it, but maybe having that power would make me something that the version of me right now would not be proud of. I don't know, possibly. You can go back in time and make different choices on any day of your life you wish. Time travel, not a huge fan. But you then return to the present with no memories of how that choice affected your life, and you can never regain those memories. Yeah, don't do time travel, man. Never. I don't care about the but in this situation. Just don't do time travel. Scarlett Johansson falls in love with you. Which one is that? Which lady is that? Hold on. Oh, her. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, what's the catch? You can't taste bacon anymore. Then no thank you. I didn't even know what Scarlett Johansson looked like before like 5 seconds ago, so I think I'll be okay. You meet your soulmate and have a kid 10 months after meeting him slash her. I don't want kids. That's a downside to the first part. Uh, she or he dies 1 year later and the kid looks exactly like him slash her. No! Is that the plot of Clanad? Like After Story? I think it is. Okay. Okay, give me a good one before anyone you meet instantly falls in love with you. I don't want that power. I don't want to be appealing to everybody. I want people to judge me on their own. It seems like uh, manipulating other people's feelings. That doesn't seem right. That includes family and people that hate you. That you hate. Sorry. I will not. Okay. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. Let's find one that we can wrap this up on. You find a mystical genie that can grant you 3 wishes, but he'll beat the shit out of you with a wiffle bat if you wish for something evil. Okay, okay, okay. Define evil. I think I'll take that. It's a wiffle ball bat. I know it's I'm sure it's a jacked genie, and it would probably really hurt me. But I can take that. I think I can trust myself to make 3 wishes that aren't completely evil. Okay. So, should I do one more? I want to do one more. I want to do one more. That one was funny, though. The image of that. You'll receive $1,000,000. It is taken from your parents' retirement fund. Nope. I should have ended on the last one. You could press this button or not, but you'd still find out if you were with the majority or not. Sure. I'll press the button. Okay. That's a weird one. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. This has gone on too long. Thank you for watching, though. I'm going to keep doing these every once in a while. I think they're a whole lot of fun. Until I get burnt out on them, I'm going to keep it going. So, if you have any other games you want me to check out, maybe stuff like this, let me know. I've been taking a lot of like morality tests and stuff like that and playing around with that sort of stuff, and it's really cool. So, anything you want me to check them out, leave in the comment section below. And, yeah, I'll see you later. All right, bye.